We are live at the Turtle Hospital in the heart of the Florida Keys, where the ambulance has just pulled in with a rescue from Key West. We have Madison, our rehabilitation specialist. What
barnacles growing up.
All right, so wow, a large loggerhead sea turtle with a lot of barnacles. He's very long, isn't he? Long and narrow. And we have Jory and Taylor, our rehabilitation specialist, is going to take some muscle. All right. Wow. Look at those barnacles on his head. And the name?
Zion.
Zion. So, wow. Big loggerhead, just rescued in Key West. Was he found floating?
Yes.
Was it female?
I believe so. Didn't see a long tail.
All right. Probably a female. We'll take a closer look in the ER, but thank you for joining us. We are here at the Turtle Hospital in the heart of the Florida Keys, where Zion... Are you gonna? Okay. Let's just go in circles, Zion. What do you think of that? Oh my goodness! Look at the size of you. So if you're just joining us, we're live at the Turtle Hospital, where Zion looks like an adult female loggerhead sea turtle just rescued in Key West. I'm checking into the Turtle Hospital. Looks like she has been sick for a long time. You can tell that by the number of barnacles on her. My goodness, even on her flippers. Oh, we're in some light. You can get a better look at her. Look at that face.
Hey, cutie.
Oh my goodness, there's a crab.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of epibiota. Oh, there's something growing out of that barnacle. Look at that.
She's still really responsive.
She had an eye response. She's
Taking a good breath.
quiet.
So,
Yeah.
alright.
She's still quiet.
Alright.
Okay, let's get her up there so we can
Get her.
look at that glucose tool. Yeah, her eyes seem oddly sunken in for. Yeah,
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
a lot of.
Back 1.
Do you want to come closer?
Okay.
1, 2.
I have her head.
1, 2. Very big breath.
All right, big girl. Oh my goodness, has a big breath.
Make sure it's accurate.
Watch yourself. I'm gonna pull this. Looks like there's some urates there.
Oh, she a big girl. 89 kids.
All right, so close to 200 pounds, or so. Checking into the Turtle Hospital. We're in the emergency room.
One of you will grab the Doppler from up there. We'll just check that.
Where Zion, an adult female loggerhead, is being admitted to the Turtle Hospital. We're collecting blood. Just got a weight on her, 89 kilograms. Good stick, Madison. That's a good sign. What is going on with you?
Thank you, thank you.
Goodness. You got barnacles on your barnacles.
And she's not skinny underneath.
Shockingly, huh? Her eyes are there.
I've never seen her eyes so big.
No, it looked like when they were, like when you were reeling her in, her eyes, you know, it looked almost like the skull you could see around her eyes.
Oh, you look at you, cutie.
It almost
Oh,
looks
that's a
scarred a
good
little
breath.
bit, you know, like oddly. So they're checking a heart rate on her with a Doppler. So if you listen closely, you'll be able to hear her heart rate. temperature on her. Her heart rate is 32 beats per minute, which is good.
80 degrees.
80 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. Thank you for joining us from Maine. Hello in Montana. Thank you for joining us. We are in the emergency room. Hello in Birchwood, Wisconsin. Thank you for joining us. Hello in North Carolina. Thank you for joining us. We are in the emergency room with Zeon, an adult female loggerhead sea turtle, just checking in. Madison went to Key West for the rescue. She is getting photographs now. She does look skinny. And we just collected blood and got a weight on her. She weighed in at 89 kilograms. You can see barnacles everywhere, which is a sign she has been floating and sick for a very long time.
Hello, Dr. T. So Xenon just arrived.
And
Heart
is
rate
that-
is 32 right now. Temp is 80 degrees. She is taking breaths, definitely, you know, pretty depressed. Check the glucose. Obviously, it'll take like 15 minutes for the in-house run, but checked it on the glucometer, and it read low. That'll run, and we'll have those results shortly.
So a whole ecosystem here, living on her shell.
Icky. I mean, we're good. Yeah.
So it looked like
Yeah,
just
probably
a
like-
barnacle
Just
came
like
off or
between-
something.
It looks like between the toes.
Huh.
Okay,
Just
perfect, sounds good.
rubbing
Thank you,
the
thank you.
barnacles.
Bye. What is called barnacles? Probably from a barnacle
Probably
peeling off.
from moving her too.
Yeah.
And we got some other critter.
I guess we can ask him about x-rays. Is he going to even be able to see anything with all this?
No.
Potentially.
Maybe just like get like a head DV and
Clippers,
just
maybe,
just
even.
DVs.
I
Just
don't
make
think
sure there
it's-
isn't anything.
And then up.
Yeah. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oh, right.
She's heavy.
She is heavy. Dory, whenever you have a second, would you mind helping us?
Could you have to get measurements?
We'll just grab some quick grabs and make sure there's nothing, and then
Thank you for joining us from Tucson and Fort Myers. Hello in South Alabama and Australia. Her name is Zeon. And that is a normal heart rate. Thank you for asking. Hello in Pennsylvania and Jersey Shore. Thank you for the stars, Megan. Hello in New Jersey. Thank you for joining us from South Carolina and New Jersey. Hello in Englewood, Florida and Colorado. Hello in Arizona. Thank you for joining us from Southern Indiana. Yeah, she is looking rough, but she is alive. She is quiet. Her glucose was reading low. She's still with us. Quick x-ray. Lots of barnacles. And the x-rays are hard to see much happening with all the barnacles on there. Thank you for joining us from Arkansas and Ohio. She is definitely going to need a major spall treatment, but we need to make sure she's stable. She is critical at the moment. Hello in Providence. Thank you for joining us from France. Thank you, Kimberly, for the stars. Hello in Massachusetts and Boston. Thank you for joining us.
Love center.
She does look rough. That is a good assessment. Thank you for the stars, Gina. Hello in Naples. Are the barnacles painful? The barnacles aren't painful, but it definitely weighs them down. Sometimes there's burrowing barnacles. You can see the lungs pretty good, at least.
Yeah, actually, I know. Just
Shockingly, in between the barnacles. That, not so much. So you can see the barnacles show up on the x-rays, make it challenging to see what's underneath there. Hello in Virginia. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the stars, Aaron. Thank you for the love from New Jersey. Hello in Malaysia. Thank you for joining us from Cincinnati. Melissa, thank you for the stars. And Candy, thank you for the stars. Hello in Massachusetts and more friends from Massachusetts. Aaron, thank you for the stars. Hello in Barranquilla and Georgia. Thank you for joining us. How old do we think she is? She's an old gal. I would guess her to be, 45 or older. Hello in Ontario, Canada and Dayton, Oregon. Thank you for joining us. Work your Molly magic, Maddie. That's they said. Hello in Ontario, Canada and North Carolina. Hello in California and Oregon. Hello to neighbors in Florida. Candace, thank you for the stars. Hello in Fort Lauderdale and Hawaii. Hello in the UK, and we're just getting some x-rays now. Carrie, thank you for the stars. Hello in Collingsville, Illinois. She is a loggerhead sea turtle. Patricia, hello in Atlantic City. Oh my goodness. Hello in Tokyo. Thank you for joining us. I think that's our first live viewer from Tokyo. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the stars, Leslie. And Sandy, thank you for the stars. Hello in North Alabama. Christy, thank you for the stars. Tanya, thank you for the stars. Hello in Pennsylvania. Catherine, thank you for the stars. Hello in Kansas. Susie, thank you for the stars. She does have a name. It's Zion. Hello in Poland. Thank you for joining us. The plan is to run her bloods. Her blood chemistry is running now. She's got all kinds of critters on her. We got a fireworm over here. Be careful.
Oh, lucky us.
I'm guessing that's what it is. Little bristleworm. He doesn't want to be x-rayed.
No.
Janine, thank you for the stars. Donna, thank you for the stars. Is turtle years same as humans? Yes, I'm saying probably over 45 years old, just a guesstimate based on size. Tracy, thank you for the stars. Why is there blood? Well, she was just rescued. She's covered in barnacles and in handling. Some of those barnacles have probably fallen off, and she is not bleeding profusely, but she is bleeding from her rear flipper. Thank you for joining us from Kentucky and Fredericksburg, Virginia. Thank you for joining us from Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Hello in Texas and Ohio. Lisa, thank you for the stars. Hello in Boston. So they are getting ready to do some lateral x-rays. She's really quiet, huh?
Very quiet.
Still
Still taking good breaths.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Hello in Tennessee and Illinois. Thank you for the stars. Sofadolf. Hello in Charlotte, North Carolina, and York, South Carolina. Hello in California and upstate New York. Paulina, thank you for the stars. Stephanie, thank you for the stars. The team is working hard here to get x-rays. Dr. Terry is on site this week, so he will probably come over and give her an exam, review blood chemistry, and start treatment right away. That low glucose is most concerning. She is taking breaths on her own. Definitely a girl. Hello in Michigan and Atlanta. Thank you for joining us from Abaco, Bahamas. She was rescued in Key West. That's right here in the Florida Keys. Cecilia, thank you for the stars. Molly, thank you for the stars. Hello from Kentucky. Grace, thank you for the stars. Hello in New Hampshire and Argentina. Hello in Dubai. We're going to step out of the x-ray room, and Jory is running blood chemistry now. So I'm trying to get to your comments, thank you, but we have real time happening in the emergency room with Zion, an adult female loggerhead, just rescued. Hello in the United Kingdom and Canada. Hello in Argentina, thank you for joining us. Hello in Ohio. We will go through and answer questions later. Right now, again, we're just real time. Her weight was 89 kilograms. Oh my goodness.
Lots of barnacles.
Hello in Tennessee
All right.
and Illinois. Thank you for joining us. We're back here. They're getting lateral x-rays. This is the lung field here. Hello in Maryland. Janine, thank you for the stars. Hello in East Texas and Riverside, California. Hello in Athens, Georgia. Have a safe flight, Paulina. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the additional stars. How long can she be out of water? That's a good question. Sea turtles breathe air like we do, so she can be out of the water indefinitely. It's important. We're going to put artificial tears or eye ointment on her eyes to make sure that they do not dry out and ulcerate. Yes, the shirts that you are seeing are available on our online store, both the hooded shirt and the t-shirt. That's our logo gear. Thank you for joining us from Nova Scotia. She weighs 89 kilograms. Thank you for the stars. Sandy, thank you for the stars. Hello in Clearwater. Thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen any intestinal gas or anything. Have you seen an impaction or anything?
So we're shopping right now.
There you go. Just watch her. She just took a breath.
That's good. All right, got the head.
Got her?
Yeah. I know we're almost there. I promise. Oh, I gotta get that root.
Watch her.
I know, girly.
Do you have a pad or something just to hold her head up? She's
Yeah,
Yep, that should, well, it might be too thick. I don't know if, maybe the one under that was under, if that's solid. Maybe not with the towel. Yeah.
Are you on a beach? There you go, girl.
All right, just getting her set up for x-rays. She doesn't look like a turtle that's going to eat right away. She'll probably be dry docked tonight. We'll treat the low blood glucose with fluids.
Off this much, too much this way.
Thank you.
So,
Good breath, Zion. All right. Okay. All right.
More shots.
All right. Thank you for the love from Kentucky. Hello in Australia. Robin, thank you for the prayers. Hello in Tucson. Hello from Bluegrass. in Bluegrass. We're from the Florida Keys. Hello in Brazil. Thank you for joining us. And hello in Alaska and Massachusetts. Hello in Seattle and Clearwater. And as far as taking the barnacles off, there's a lot of questions about that. Right now, the most important thing is to get these diagnostics so Dr. Terry can prescribe treatment right away. Sea turtle can crash pretty rapidly with a low blood glucose, so treatment is the most important thing right now. We don't want to stress her out by taking those barnacles off. And for International Women's Week, we got a lot of girl power going on right here. Just off from that back flipper. I think it needs to be wrapped, or you think it's just...
I think it's just every time we
move her?
because it stops.
Does it? Okay, yeah. Hello in Oklahoma and Ottawa. Thank you for joining us. Who found her, Madison? Do you know? Is it a fisherman or just...
A beach goer. Her name was Kim.
Okay, a beach goer. So she washed up on the beach?
She was about waist deep out, just floating.
Wow. Hi, Dr. Terry. We're live.
Hello.
It's very, very quiet. And her eyes before her head was tilted down were really sunken and looked almost like bone showing around. See here? Yeah. So Dr. Terry's in the house. Hello in Kansas and Nebraska. So a beachgoer saw her in waist-deep water off the beach in Key West. Hello in Charleston, South Carolina. Thank you for the prayers. Hello in Maryland. I'm guessing the turtle is probably over 45 years old, just a guesstimate based on size. Thank you for the stars. She is not sedated. She's just in critical condition and very quiet. Hello in North Carolina and Indiana. Hello in Venezuela. Thank you for joining us.
She's still taking good breath.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, pretty regular rest rates.
Yeah,
Her heart rate was 32, right?
32.
Hello in Georgia. Thank you for the love and prayers from Michigan. Hello in Mississippi. So we did get her weight. The weight is very important before we start treatment because we have to know as far as fluid treatment and medications. It's all going to be based on her weight. So we do have a weight. It's 89 kilograms. Hello in Canada. Thank you for your kind words. Hello in Central New Jersey and Iowa. Hello in Oxford, Maine. Thank you for joining us.
Rear flipper.
Hello in Spring Hill, Florida and Tennessee. The barnacle removal will not be soon. That is going to be up to Dr. Terry, but there's a lot that needs to be addressed first. We make sure the animal is stabilized. That barnacle removal will just be added stress. You can imagine the rescue was stressful enough for a wild animal. Hello from the Philippines and Houston. Thank you for joining us. Hello at Ponce Inlet. And Amy, I'm not even going to attempt that name. Did the glucose come in?
It was under 10 on
Oh, wow. Under 10? Can we get her? Let's... Maddie, can we just get her so her head's not down? Okay.
Do you think if we just push her back and then kind of pull the pad a little more under her chin?
We can just, I would, the
We
flipper
can move
that's
her back
bleeding.
a little bit. She still has some room in the back.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
There we go. You got it?
I would just go a little bit more, just so that there's no weight on her head, just so. I'm trying to hold the cart with my foot. I'm not doing a very good job. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's good. I also want Terry to see her eyes like that. It's like,
Yeah, up here.
yeah. All right. So again, we are live in the ER with Xeon.
Pull her out just a little bit so I can get some measurements. So that should be good.
And they are pulling up treatment now. Her blood glucose is dangerously low. Taylor is getting measurements now. Would you say, I would say eye response is less. Oh, that's better. So thank you for joining us. We will give you an update on Xeon. She is in critical condition. She has dangerously low blood glucose levels. And from her condition, her body condition, and the amount of barnacles, it's obvious she's been sick for a very long time. There is nothing glaringly obvious as far as externally what may have made her sick. And Dr. Terry is evaluating the blood work and x-rays at this time, and we will start fluid treatment to address that low blood glucose. Hello in Kentucky and Maryland. Thank you for joining us from Massachusetts and Wichita Falls and Long Island. Bethany, thank you for the stars. Hello in Buffalo, New York, Greensboro, North Carolina. Hi, Phyllis. Our neighbors here in Marathon, thank you for joining us. Nikki, thank you for visiting us. Hello in Eugene, Oregon. And Illinois. Hello in South Carolina. And we will do everything we can do to save her. And it's too early to tell. She is in rough condition. Dr. Terry's going to start treatment right away. Please keep your prayers and healing energies coming, and we will update you later tonight. Good morning. We are live from the emergency room at the Turtle Hospital in the heart of the Florida Keys. We're here with Zion, and the good news is she did make it through the night. Her blood glucose levels, although low, they held overnight. There she comes for a breath. She's still very quiet. She just got more eye lube. And she will be monitored closely today. So stay tuned and please keep the prayers and healing energies coming, as she is on a long road to recovery in critical condition. Still critically low blood levels, but that blood glucose held with the treatment from last night. And she is resting in this kiddie pool, which has padding, foam padding underneath. She is very edematous. You can see she has fluid. That's what all that looks like. She is very thin. But please keep your prayers and healing energies coming. And thank you so much for your love and support for this beautiful loggerhead. Oh my goodness, there's a little crab. Where'd he go? He is right there. I don't know if you can see him. hiding out in those barnacles. There he goes. This heavy load of epibiota and barnacles is a sign of how critical she is, that she's been sick for a very long time. Sea turtles are very resilient. It's amazing that she is still with us, but we will do everything we can to get her in better health. Thank you for joining us. We will give an update later today. Good afternoon. We are live at the Turtle Hospital in the heart of the Florida Keys, and we are in Zion's tank. You can see she has low water right now, but not to worry. She is coming up to breathe fine in about 1/3 of a tank of water. She is out in our turtle enclosure in our ICU area in a hospital tank, but that tank has been drained for treatment. So her blood is being monitored regularly, checking that blood chemistry, which is about to be run now. And we have Jory, our rehabilitation specialist, and she is just making sure the injections that Zion got, that she's not bleeding. She just received some iron with her treatment this afternoon. And the blood glucose check they just did, it looks to be holding. So flippers crossed. Again, I don't want to lessen, the fact that she is a very critical turtle. We can tell that just by looking at her, and that blood chemistry is still critically low. Her packed cell volume, or red blood cells, is dangerously low. So that is something we are monitoring, in addition to her uric acid, which shows renal function. And as mentioned, that blood glucose, which is the first thing we're working on getting stabilized. Hello in Wyoming and Germany. Thank you for joining us from upstate New York. So we have a very special visitor for Zion this afternoon. We have Kim. Hi, Kim. So I'm going to come close to Kim so she can tell you the rescue story. So Kim rescued Zion yesterday, and we are so grateful. This turtle is very lucky that Kim was paying attention and took the time to call the Turtle Hospital. So Kim, I'm going to turn it over to you as they're looking at Zion, and you can tell me about the rescue.
Yes, me and my brother and my mom were on the beach. We saw some people taking pictures, and so I went down to take a look, and I seen it was a turtle. And just from coming here to the Turtle Hospital in the past, I knew that she didn't look right. Something was off. So I made the call, and we stayed with her until help came, and we helped pull her out of the water, and I just had to come back and check on her to make sure that she's doing okay.
That's amazing, Kim. And where are you visiting from?
I am visiting from Beaufort, South Carolina, and my brother, he's from Athens, Georgia.
Awesome. So Kim came to the Turtle Hospital a couple years ago, went through our educational program, learned what a sick sea turtle looks like and who to call. And my goodness, I am so grateful. I let Kim know our biggest challenge when we get these rescue calls is having people take their time to stay with the turtle. If they don't take their time to stay with the turtle out in the water, odds are the currents are going to take that turtle and we're never going to see it again. So not only did she stay with the turtle, but she stayed and rallied help. I know that FWC, that's Florida Fish and Wildlife, and Bethany and a team from Save a Turtle And then our team, Madison came in the ambulance, but it really was a collaborative effort with Kim and the rescuers, her brother, and the agency. So I'm just so proud of our community and people like Kim for taking the time to rescue this ancient mariner. We are guessing her age, Kim, to be over 45 years old, and that is based on her measurements and her size. And that is just a guesstimate, but I would say minimum of 45 years old. So far, Zion is with us, and we are trying to get her blood level stabilized. Not to worry, this water level is going to come up. As soon as we get that blood chemistry run and do her treatment, she will be back in a third a tank of water and being much more comfortable. So I want to thank everybody for your love and support. Wow, it is incredible, the support for Zion already. She has a fan club. We have beat all our records with live feeds with Zion last night. And let's ask you about that name, Kim, why you're here. So where did the name Zion come from?
Zion is named after my grandson. He will be 2 in May.
Wow, so that's a very special name, and it's a strong name for the strong gal that we are pouring everything into and doing everything we can to get her healthy. Our goal with every turtle that comes in the turtle hospital is to get them healthy enough to return to the wild. So Zion has incredible rescue story, the support from people like you and this team working round the clock here at the Turtle Hospital to get Zion better. So thank you again. We hope everyone's having a totally awesome day. We are going to keep you updated on Zion. Again, Zion, she is critical. So it's very fluid, but we are staying on top of it. And you can see she is still strong, taking breaths. We can even see those barnacles are strong now that they've been in water. She has a whole ecosystem on her shell and on her head, even her flippers. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it. We've found crabs and bristle worms and all kinds of things. And I know there's a lot of conversation about why aren't you taking those barnacles off? They must hurt. Well, I'm sure they're not comfortable, but they're not causing her pain. We have much bigger things that we're tending to now with getting her stabilized and keeping her alive. As you can imagine, for a wild animal to be rescued by humans, it's like aliens taking them to another planet. She's now been in the emergency room and ICU overnight. She's back in some water, but it's very stressful for an animal. So it's a delicate balance, not putting so much stress that she is going to crash. Low blood glucose levels, we have seen animals crash and die. So it's not that we're not going to take these barnacles off, not to worry. It's not that we don't realize they're there. It's just that we are tending to life-saving right now. And as she gets stable, we will work with Dr. Terry and take those barnacles off. So thank you again for your concern. I'm going to talk about barnacles for just a minute. Is it normal for a sea turtle to have barnacles? It absolutely is. Those crustaceans, they're looking for a safe, nutrient-rich environment. And the hard shell of a long-lived sea turtle is the perfect place for a barnacle to take hold and have a good life. Now, a healthy turtle is going to have barnacles, but just a few barnacles. When you see this dense of a load of epibiota and barnacles, it is a sure sign that the turtle has been sick. So when a turtle is healthy, it scratches regularly on our reef systems out in the wild and rocks, the coral rocks, and keeps that barnacle load to a minimum. As the turtle gets sick and its metabolism slows down, it stops swimming and diving, floating at the surface, moving slow, no energy to scratch, and those barnacles go wild. So what we see on Zion is definitely barnacles gone wild, taking advantage of a very slow moving animal with a safe, nutrient-rich environment. So that's a little explanation about barnacles. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for all the love for Zion. And another shout out, Kim, thank you and your brother for taking the time, and have a good afternoon.